Welcome back to Black Evolution. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Damn Day. I got Rich Mr. Top. Very important. Hey, hey, hey. So let's get into it. We got a very special guest in the building, Mr. Tyler, aka Kidd Klutch Productions. How you doing, young brother?
I'm doing good, Daniel. How are you?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. Let's get into it, man.
Thanks for having me.
No problem, man. Let's get into it. So we got the trial with George Floyd and the officer who straight up murdered him in cold blood. What are your thoughts on that, Tyler?
Thank you. I have a loss for words on this particular topic, but I'm just gonna say it's kind of mixed emotions in so many ways because it's basically America is on trial, police are on trial, and this particular officer is on trial.
Yep.
And also white supremacy is on trial. That's how I view it. It's the entire man. America is going to be up for the test. Many times America faces similar situation in different forms over the last 200 years of its existence. So we want to know, do you finally stand up to it and actually push in the right direction to end this mess with policing in the black community?
Yeah, I want to know, will America ever truly go back to its original sin and say we did wrong and this and that? Or will it continue to just obey white supremacy and the doctrine of it, let this officer go out, get out? And if the officer does go out, let's just say it's going to be some consequences for America if that does happen. But I think, in my opinion, it's a closed case. It's clearly murder. You got all these people telling them that, hey, you shouldn't do that. In my opinion, it should be a slam dunk case.
It should be, but something I want to add to it is that it won't be the end of white supremacy even if they win the case, but let's make it a start. And I'm kind of iffy with, because I don't know if we win this case, they're gonna say, here, let's just give them one, and we'll go back to doing the same thing. So I'm kind of skeptical with that too. Even if Derek Chauvin is convicted. And also, yeah, like you said, it should be a slam dunk case.
I mean, yeah, because like I said before, they fired him, they got rid of him. Usually, when these cases happen, they usually give him paid administrative leave, but no, they put out all the stops. They fired him, they got rid of him. On top of that, they have damning testimony against him, talking about how basically he did wrong, how he shouldn't have did that maneuver. That maneuver is way too aggressive and physical, excessive force. That's not training policy, so he wasn't trained to do that. It's just one after another. I think today it was a medical examiner came out saying how it applies pressure to him and everything else. Applying pressure to that person for so long can kill him. So it should be a slam dunk case. We're going to see if America will allow this to happen or continue to happen with black people, or will they finally stand up, like you said, against white supremacy, against police brutality.
And I'm glad that all his colleagues and the police chief and they're covering their asses.
Yeah.
Because this man has been on the force for 19 years and he had 17 complaints on him. 17 just I guess write-up on him, and he's able to stay on the police force this time. That means all of 2 years or a year and a half, he's been in some mess. And these cops have testified saying they do this. So if you knew this, well, why was he able to stay on the force? And that's the thing too. It's not just about winning the case. It's how do this mess got to change.
Yeah. Why are you hiring him? I question the hiring process. Why are you hiring him? Why is he, for 17 years, able to get away with this, but now all of a sudden you covering your butts and not want to hold him accountable?
if this happens with another case, will y'all three as brave as y'all right now? Probably not. And Derek Chauvin, what I don't like about this case is that Derek Chauvin is looking like he's putting George Floyd on trial.
Yeah.
Rather than everybody putting Derek Chauvin on trial.
Yeah. They're trying to blame George Floyd because of the drugs. Quote unquote drugs he had in the system. Oh, he died of drugs and he didn't die from that.
Who cares when you got white people doing drugs? How do you handle the situation? And that's what the problem is. They keep saying, well, every time they kill a black person, they always want to make up something because they did the same thing with Rodney King. They said, well, he had PCP in his system. That's why they did this and that to him. They don't justify you doing it.
They don't.
Once you have the person on the ground, like they said, police officers, good. There's no need handcuffed to the ground. There's no need for you to use force.
Yeah.
They're done.
Yeah, if you have him handcuffed to the ground, there's no threat level. He's completely neutralized.
And I want to go back to, I want to add something to that too, is that we've been having these white supremacists running around shooting Asians and even when they shot blacks and stuff. Like, I want to go back to Dylan Roof, what he did to the black people in the church. He shot the people and he was able to get the police car and drive off and they even stopped to get him something to eat. How is that happening?
Yeah.
You got the insurrectionists, they went to the Capitol trying to kill members of Congress, and then one of them is asking for organic food and shit, and he gets it. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I saw a thing last week. There was a guy that went to the Capitol and he killed a police officer. And he shot some other. I think he stabbed one, and he got shot and died later on, and he was black.
Yeah.
I said, okay, if you would have did that January 6th, we wouldn't be in this mess. And that's all I'm saying with policing. If you're gonna shoot when nobody's telling you to brutalize them, when they're telling you do black people, Hispanics, Asians, everything like you do them. Why is it you always want to demonize them and criminalize them every time they get killed? Like you said, I've never seen it. That's just like a terrorist. That's just like us putting the terrorists on trial for 9/11, and we're sitting here telling the victims, oh, it's blaming them like it's their fault.
Yeah.
No. Derek Chauvin, I heard Benjamin Crump said last week, he said, why is Derek Chauvin getting respect? He should get no respect out here. And I'm going to call him what he is. I'm going to call an ace and a spade. He's a damn terrorist. That's what people need to look at him as. He's a criminal, a terrorist. And he shouldn't be a police officer. When
you're carrying that type of aggressive force and you know this type of evidence, you know he's capable of doing this before, why are you still having him on the field as a police officer? There's something wrong with that. You having him still be on there.
The sad part about it is that the people outside that was telling him to get off of George Floyd and stuff, they had more compassion than him, and he wear the badge.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be a professional.
Yeah.
So why is it other people telling you to stop? And they showed that she said she couldn't do her job because he kept on telling them to get back.
Yeah.
And one of the officers that was with him was watching. He went with George Floyd to the hospital. And that's what they're saying is a lot of these people, they knew George Floyd was dead by then.
Yeah.
They said they tried to help, and he would let them help.
Yeah.
They don't get off of him. And one guy said he was scared to to do something because he said it was a police officer, so he had to call 911 on the police.
Yep.
And like he said, all the victims, all I keep hearing is them saying, I could have done more. They blaming themselves.
Yeah.
Why the hell should they have that burden on them?
Yeah, it's not their fault.
Why the hell do they have to watch somebody murdered in broad day, like cold blooded?
Mm-hmm.
By the supposed professional.
Yeah, they're supposed to protect. They're supposed to protect and serve, not beat and kill whoever they feel like it. That's a problem. Mm-hmm. And the fact that it saddens me because like the victims, the people who watch the video blame themselves. I wish I would have did more. I wish I would have. And they felt helpless because like, what could you do in that situation? You couldn't do anything because like the police telling you to get back, this and that, and da, da, da. You see him in trouble, so you want to help, but you can't help. Even the paramedics, if the paramedics are scared to help but do operate because of police officers, that's something wrong.
Yeah, and I'm tired of these damn cops acting like they're the damn victims.
Yeah.
They're not the victims. The people that had to watch George Floyd be murdered and other individuals be murdered filming it, they're the victims.
Mm-hmm.
The families are the victims that have to watch it
over
and over.
Yeah.
And these people going to be able to get counseling to deal with their mental health after watching the guy be murdered? Because I keep hearing people say they had to watch a person be die in front of them. No, they didn't have to watch a person die in front of them. They had to watch a person be murdered. Mm-hmm. Cold blood.
Yeah.
It doesn't make no sense. You had kids watching. You had grown men crying watching it. It's a damn shame.
Mm-hmm.
These police unions, they need to be dismantled. They need to be held accountable. Those that's funding them, they need to be held accountable.
Yeah.
This man should get his damn pension or nothing. He should be in jail for the rest of his life.
Yeah, so Tyler, final thoughts on the trial, and what did you predict the outcome is going to be for the trial overall?
This trial being a conviction, but I'm not going to guarantee it because I'm still kind of iffy. I hope the jurors will vote to convict him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I hope. Because America is going to get bad if they don't.
If you thought the initial protest was bad, it's going to get worse if he's not convicted. But my thoughts are, I hope it's a conviction because it's pretty much a closed case. Saw the video, testimony, everything, saying this is murder, this is murder, this is murder. Policy, not police protocol. You can't say that. You can't say, "Oh, I fear for my life." If you fear for your life, you had him on the ground. The threat was neutralized at that point. Like, my thing is, I hope it for a conviction, but if it's not a conviction, it's going to be a world of hurt in America.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So overall, this is my...
Take your eyes off the ball.
Yeah.
Remember, the police union.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the power is at with the police. And the thing I want to add, too, is this Derek Chauvin guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching him throughout the trial. It's like he acts like he doesn't care.
Mm-hmm.
Like he don't give no guilt. It's cold-blooded.
Yeah. You watch the video.
He's so arrogant, too. He thinks he's going to fucking get off.
Yeah.
And I hope they lock him up for life. I hope they do.
Yeah.
Because they're saying if he gets second degree, it would be 30 or 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's his life.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope they get him.
Yep.
And something they said is, with George Floyd, even if they get this conviction, it's not justice. Because he's dead.
Mm-hmm. And he shouldn't have to die in the first.
This can't happen no more.
Mm-hmm.
It's gotta stop.
Yep.
And I also urge the Senate to pass the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act to make this illegal now.
Mm-hmm. I encourage them to do the same thing. And also, my final thoughts is this. It should be convictions, the closed case. You can't let him get away or let him get away with this. And also, in terms of Derek Chauvin, he's arrogant, he's cocky, and you can tell in the video he didn't care. So it's gonna be a surprise to him if they lock him up. But I hope they lock him up. He never gets out again. Take away his pension, take away everything. That's my final thoughts on it. So this is Dab Daniel Podcast. I'm Dab Daniel. It's your boy Kidd Klutch Productions, and we signing off.